the throat-gripping dread of high inflation, the cold shivers of recession fears, the deafening thud of Silicon Valley Bank's collapse. These harrowing signs of a wobbling economy nudge us to ponder over the steep, rocky road that led us to this precipice. It wasn't a highway, but a tumultuous, treacherous mountain path that we've been walking. Our journey commenced with the explosive burst of the dot-com bubble, which was like a seismic shock, shaking the foundations of our economy. This was followed by a housing market crisis, whose aftershocks rattled the walls of countless homes. The final blow was a global financial cataclysm, swallowing economies whole and leaving in its wake an unprecedented economic devastation. Each cataclysmic event was akin to a daring economic experiment, loaded with consequences that lingered like unwelcome guests. They left deep, raw scars on the fiscal face of the nation, carving and shaping the economic terrain we navigate today. Our path to this moment hasn't been a breezy walk in the park, but a winding odyssey through a series of economic upheavals, each leaving its mark as deep as a Grand Canyon on the nation's fiscal landscape. In the fateful year of 2008, a financial crisis of unmatched magnitude began to strangle the world in its unforgiving clasp. It was an economic cataclysm that echoed violently around the globe, threatening to topple the mighty U.S. economy to its very knees. The fuse that lit this powder keg was the subprime mortgage crisis, a detonator that unleashed seismic shockwaves through the intricate labyrinths of financial markets, ruthlessly intruding into of everyday lives. Unemployment rates soared high into the heavens, and the financial titans of Wall Street watched in frozen horror as stocks plunged into the abysmal depths of ruin. This dark period etched a significant turning point into the bedrock of global finance, its chilling effect permeating individuals and businesses in equal measure, leaving a permanent, scarred mark upon the face of the world. However, it was amidst these tumultuous times that the Federal Reserve, the guardian of American monetary policy, decided to venture into unknown territories and implement an experiment unprecedented in its audacity. Sweeping onto the scene with its grandeur, the Federal Reserve unfurled a strategy that was promptly coined as the easy money policy. This daring and innovative scheme was a beacon of hope, meticulously architected to breathe life into a gasping, failing economy. Its gears were set in motion by aggressively slashing interest rates to their barest minimum and pumping the veins of the financial infrastructure with colossal monetary aids. This elixir of life, however potent in appearance, unraveled a Pandora's box of widespread, often undiagnosed consequences, delivering tremors that rattled the bedrock of our economic structure. These shockwaves birthed a spectrum of trials and tribulations, from piercing spikes of inflation to the tumultuous tempest of market volatility, heralding an uncharted era of economic puzzles. Echoing the whispers of this perturbing narrative, the former leading lady of the banking regulatory realm, Sheila Bair, points a telling finger at the root of our present-day economic conundrums. In her considered view, it is the 10-year-long addictive reliance on the so-called easy money that is our modern day. Then, just as the world was painstakingly clawing its way back to stability from the smoldering ruins of the 2008 recession, another thunderous calamity struck with unparalleled ferocity: the COVID pandemic. This cataclysmic event, sprouting ominously from the depths of Wuhan, China, spread its venomous tentacles rapidly across the globe. With countries hurriedly bolting their doors and entering lockdowns, businesses gasping their last breaths, and individuals helplessly watching their livelihoods evaporate, it was painfully evident that this was more than just a health crisis. It was a monumental economic apocalypse. International trade came to a bone-jarring halt, stock markets nosedived like a doomed comet, and unemployment rocketed skywards. A pall of fear and uncertainty, thick and suffocating, descended upon the globe. Economies worldwide found themselves in the throes of disruptions of a magnitude not experienced since the grim days of the Great Depression, shaking the very bedrock of global finance to its core. The Fed's response to this unparalleled turbulence? A torrent of easy money. In the midst of our modern world, we find ourselves embroiled in a tumultuous sea of rising inflation, and teetering on the precipice of mounting economic uncertainty. With the relentless assault of escalating costs of living, the once solid financial bedrock of the average citizen crumbles, making their financial stability shakier than a house of cards in a storm. A vast, yawning chasm stretches ever wider between the gilt-edged towers of the financial elite on Wall Street and the humble homes of the everyday American on Main Street, reaching a scale of disparity so vast it could swallow hope whole. This looming shadow of economic inequality has stirred the mighty beast is the Federal Reserve, America's steadfast central banking system, to rise and intervene with determined assertiveness. In a move as groundbreaking as it is alarming, the Fed has chosen to thrust interest rates skyward at a velocity not charted in the annals of recent history. This drastic, earth-shaking measure is a calculated gambit intended to rein in the wild stallion of inflation and bolster the shaky scaffolding of our economic stability. Yet, as we stand on the precipice, a question persists, echoing in the wind. Will this indeed be the panacea we desperately seek? The question echoes, reverberating off the high rises and across the plains. Will this be enough to steady the rocking ship of our compelling documentary, Age of Easy Money, plunges into the heart of these riveting issues. It will navigate through the bewildering labyrinth of the American economy, revealing its hidden aspects. This enlightening documentary will meticulously dissect and scrutinize the diverse factors that pulsate at the core of our financial system's volatility. Furthermore, it casts a discerning eye on how the critical decisions the seemingly omnipotent Federal Reserve have drastically swung the pendulum of our economy's trajectory. Viewers will be offered a golden key to unlock the enigmatic world of finance that is usually shrouded in mystery to the ordinary citizen. This exhaustive exploration of the commanding institution, pulsating at the very core of America's economy, is not just timely, but of paramount importance. Our tale unravels the intricacies of poverty, justice, and economic opportunity in the intricate tapestry that is America. It's a saga that intricately weaves together a myriad of individual stories, significantly swayed by factors such as socioeconomic standing, the color of their skin, and the place they call home. This compelling narrative, unveiled through an insightful and rigorous dissection of multifaceted issues, is the beating heart of the WNET Group's Chasing the Dream initiative. This audacious endeavor is unwavering in its commitment to bring to light the deeply embedded economic disparities that cast a long shadow over our society. The project is skillfully breathed into life by a steadfast and devoted team. At the helm of this remarkable team is James Jacoby, who masterfully wears the hats of director, producer, and correspondent. Anya Borg, another crucial producer, infuses her razor-sharp insight into the project, while the diligent senior producer, Frank Kuhn, remains the guardian of quality. Guiding this powerful vessel through tumultuous waters is the visionary editor-in-chief and executive producer of Frontline, Rainey Aronson Rath. In the grand finale, the eye-opening chapter, Age of Easy Money, delves deeply into not just the riveting past and vibrant present of the U.S. economy, but also its shadowy, undefined future. It breathes life into the tale of the U.S. economy, painting it as an intricate, mesmerizing tapestry, crafted with the colorful threads of daring economic experiments that challenge the confining boundaries of conventional wisdom and the audacious decisions that ensued. Each delicate thread of this tapestry represents a unique element of the economic saga, a vivid chapter in the monumental epic that recounts the exhilarating highs and gut-wrenching lows of success earned and of unforeseen repercussions confronted. This captivating narrative echoes with the resounding richness of the economy's history, an adventurous journey of discovery that has meticulously molded it into its present form. It's not merely a tale of strategic monetary policy and unprecedented economic growth. Instead, it's a multifaceted tapestry embroidered with the stories of the ambitious individuals and groundbreaking institutions who dared to dream beyond limits and took risks to challenge the status quo. It's an engaging, riveting tale that demands to be told, narrated with the flourish and drama it truly deserves.